I have my fan running because it's a little warm today. I have all of my hard oils in my pot. I'm going to put this on the stove and I'm going to slowly melt them on low. I'm going to put these on the stove and I'm going to measure my room temp oils, and I'm going to wait for them to cool because my lye solutions, I made that last night, so that's already cooled room temp. So that's what I soak at. So I'm going to melt these and I'm going to add my room temp oils to these, and then we'll wait for that to come down to room temperature, and then we will keep going. I have my room temp oils measured out in this glass pitcher, and my hard oils are melted down in this pot. They're still warm, and I'm going to check their temperature. The temperature should be fairly warm still, 144. So I'm going to add, I like using this mold because I can use this glass pitcher and it's easy to pour out of with the spout. So I'm going to add my warmed oils to the room temp, so that should bring them down a bit. So we're going to do that real quick and see what temperature we wind up with. I don't like soaping too hot. I know there's benefits to that. I'm just going to try to pour it down my spatula so I don't get too many air bubbles. I get a lot of air bubbles in my soaps, and I've struggled with that, so eliminate that, troubleshoot it. Sorry about that noise. Right? Okay, so that, and as you can see, it's pretty clear. The room temp oils will cloudy it up a little bit because they're trying to combine. Let me wipe that. I always have a roll of paper towels to the side because, as I have said in the past, I'm a messy soaper. Somewhat. I've gotten a little better. Let's see what our temp is now. We're at 110, so that's a significant decrease in temperature. So that's great. I'm not ready to soap with that temperature yet, but we're almost there. So in the meantime, I wanted to show you these. So a little bit of gold. I'm just going to sprinkle that on the top with this is the red Moroccan clay. And hopefully you can see that. And this is that green mica. I did mix it with activated charcoal, so it's a little bit darker green, which I love that. We'll see how it goes when I add. I'm just going to add a little bit of soap batter to these. And this is just the white mica. I added to oil. And I'll disperse that into the main batter. And I do have my titanium dioxide. I might not need it if I can get the white color. Hopefully it stays white and doesn't discolor because of the vanillin. Just wanted to show you those colors before we start. I'm gonna come back, and as soon as these are cool, then we'll get ready and we'll start soaping up. Oh, I'm actually gonna add a little bit of kaolin clay. It gives a good slip to the soap, and I'll add some white as well into the batter. So I'm gonna do that. And then I haven't added anything to my oils yet. So this is the first additive that I'm putting in. I'm going to stick blend this. I'm going to do a half a tablespoon, sorry. Because it's a small batch. And I don't want it to accelerate on me too much. It's okay if it does because it's one color. And I'll get it in the mold quick, but it's better if we don't. I'm going to add, this is a 1/4 teaspoon of titanium dioxide. And I'm going to blend all this first. It makes it harder for you to see if you've reached emulsion, but I'm used to it, so I know when I do. So we'll see. If this gives us a little help with that vanillin. I'm just going to push this down into the oil. Tap out, see those air bubbles? Tap my lye here. And it is cool. And I have no lye lint, so it's very, very clear. Or I would strain it. All right, so I'm just going to stick blend. It doesn't take much with a small batch to get to emulsion, and I think I'm there. I'm just there. So I think that's good. So right now I'm going to add in my fragrance oil. This is the North Pole from Hive Honey, and it's a peppermint vanilla. And it smells great. It smells, I don't know if you ever had those mints, those pastel mints with the non-peril, white non-perils on top of them. I used to get them at Hickory Farm. That's what this smells like. So my plan is to maybe add the white first. Maybe we should do that. So let's do that. Let's get this white in here. I don't want the fragrance oil to accelerate the batter while I'm still trying to get this mica in, incorporate it. So we are getting thick. And I'm going to add that. This fragrance oil might loosen up the batter, we'll see. But that's looking nice and creamy. So the usage rate is 2 ounces for my batch of this. So hopefully we don't have a disaster on our hands. I'm going to get my mold ready, because you never know, right? Okay, so we're going to do half of this bottle. And that's half right there. All right. Oh gosh, it smells so good. It smells like the holidays. I'm going to hand stir this first. You'll see a little discoloration at first. I'm hoping that goes away. A little green going on there. That happened to me once before, and I think it's the vanilla doing that, but it does mix out. I think it's because the oils, the avocado oil, it has a yellowish tint to it. So something reacts with it. All right, I'm going to just stick blend this real quick so I can just get a little bit into these little beakers. And then I'm gonna get this into the mold. That should do it. That fragrance oil should be mixed in there really well. Yep, so we are at it looks like that's a medium trace for sure. Okay, let's get this into the mold. Hopefully this goes as I planned it in my head. Okay, and the green. Not very much, just a smidge. A little messy, but that's why I have paper towels. All right. I don't want to waste any of this batter, so I have gloves on, and they are new gloves. So we're going to, I have the sniffles this week. I don't know what's going on there. I'm going to mix these up with my little blender, but I'm going to get this in the mold first. Okay, so I'm going to pour this in. I always make a little extra for the top. So I'm gonna slam this, so it might be a little loud. So we're gonna get this mixed up. I have a little blender, and I'm gonna, well, let's wipe this off first. Messy, messy, messy. That's all right. It's soaping. It's supposed to be fun and messy, right? All right, and then this. I don't like it to be messy though, so I like to clean it up as fast as I could. All right, my gloves always get the most. Oh dear, it's like I got some on my table. That's okay. All right, so let's move on. We're going to do a little bit of mixing here. This is a little thick. Alright, this one mixes better than the red for some reason. And since we already stick blended the fragrance oil in, we just have to worry about getting this mixed in with the batter. And it looks like the green mixed really well. Good color. So that's pretty good. And I have so the red, I might have misjudged the container, but that's all right. Yeah, I have a different container. Switching containers. It's pretty fluid. So my plan is to get these just on the top and then do my mound in the middle with my white. So I'm gonna do just a splattering. Smells earthy. It's a little bit thicker now. The color is pretty concentrated. It is muted a little bit. I would like it to have been a little bit brighter. So maybe next time I make this, I won't add so much charcoal. I have many different options. I'm going to try my spoon first. Actually, I'm going to do to the edges. I'm trying not to break the surface too much. And I really want it to be even because I have a habit of having a soap high on one side and not on the other. Logistical. issue that I'm working on. I might be able to add a little bit of red back in this area, but I think that's good. That looks good. I like that. Okay, so now I just have some white left, and I have some molds to the side because I don't want to add too much. I just have some hummingbird molds that I'm gonna throw some soap into if I have too much extra. And they're just gonna be for white. Maybe I'll add a little bit of color on the top of them. So we have a little bit of zhuzh. Like fallen snow flakes. That seems appropriate, an appropriate amount. And then of course glitter. Right here. I have it ready. And we're going to do that. Okay. Look good. Okay, so there we have it.